New York Cannabis. So
God damn it.
New York social equity chief announced that he will be stepping down in November, 3 months after being cleared of allegations tied to a lawsuit claiming retaliation and abuse of power by him in his office. So how'd we get here? And who's next to lead New York's embattled card programming? According to Brendan J. Lyons of Times Union, Damian Fagon, the chief equity officer of New York's Office of Cannabis Management, plans to resign in November following an investigation that cleared him of allegations related to application interference and retaliating against a cannabis processor. The state inspector general's report found that the allegation that Fagon had interfered with the retail license applicant's processing was not investigated because the complainant declined to be interviewed and refused to provide any additional information, and the additional allegations were unsubstantiated. Fagon had been on leave since March as the investigation proceeded, and despite the findings, his resignation comes amid broader scrutiny of the OCM, prompted by complaints about licensing issues and leadership problems within the agency. The report did note an incident where Fagon made comments about regulatory violations in the industry that were considered imprudent, but did not violate any OCM policies. Additionally, the $5.6 million lawsuit filed by Jenny Argy, owner of Jenny's Baked at Home, a licensed processor, manufacturer, and distributor, alleges that OCM officials retaliated against her for speaking out about regulatory violations, leading to significant harm to her business. The investigation highlighted issues within the agency and has contributed to a leadership shakeup following the review ordered by Governor Hochul. In a nutshell, for those of you unfamiliar, Jenny Argy called up the OCM to complain about illegal operators in New York and to snitch on legal and illegal businesses selling out of state products. Where else are you going to get these California gluts? You gotta export them. She received a call back from the equity chief himself, Damian Fagon. Fagon basically told her, everything's fucked up right now. We don't have the resources to shut down all the trapping. Also, if we begin these raids that you're calling for, I'm most likely going to have to shut down half of New York's industry, and these good people are just trying to do what they can to survive at this point until we can get fresh product from New York on their shelves. Little did Fagon know, Argy was recording the conversation. Smart move on her part. I do not think that is legal to record anybody in New York or California without their consent. But I don't know. Dale's not on with us today, so we're just gonna let that one hang until
it's a two-party notification state that it's illegal. Yes,
yeah, but the fact that this is within the government, there might be carve-outs there where it is admissible in court. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll leave that one later hang because I don't want to give any bad legal advice there. But all right, so a short amount of time passed. New York began cracking down on out-of-state products, mislabeled goods, and shops selling them, and non-compliant operators as a whole. Guess whose business was first to be found non-compliant and shut down? Jenny's Baked at Home. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. Argy's company was accused of using a non-toxic solvent extraction method that did not list the process's ingredients on its label. A recall was issued and her products were pulled off shelves. So Jenny got her shit together and rightfully sued all the asses along the way. She had to shut down all operations, furlough staff, and had nothing to show for all the work she'd put in up to that point while the New York industry actually began rolling. While the case was playing out in court, the OCM quietly approved of the same damn extraction method she was being shut down for and now defending in court. Hochul's goons at this point had taken over and cleaned house at OCM. Fagon was ultimately exonerated with no witness stepping up to support the application interference charge, and that Jenny Argy's complaint was warranted, but no OCM rules were in place at the time that would merit damages. Damn. All this went down 3 months ago, and Fagon's saying he's out this bitch now, leaving right before the holidays. It's New York Cannabis, y'all. While I empathize with the chief over not wanting to snitch on folks just trying to feed their families, you got a job to do, bro. This lady had a legitimate claim and lost everything that she worked for just for doing what she believed was the right thing to do. I'm sure we haven't heard the last of this one, as they curiously left out this the story or any sort of resolution tied to Argy's $5.6 million. Oh, the legal game has different rules, Mr. Fagan. If you want to be a man of the people, maybe top government positions are not the right place to be. Ms. Argy, if you are expecting everybody to play by the rules, maybe a federally illegal industry ain't the right place to start your business. You can call Argy a snitch, or you can call Fagan corrupt. Either way you look at it, New York Cannabis took a major L on this one. I'm Rico Lamitte, the dopest dad on the street for High at 9 News. What are y'all thinking?
I'd like to correct myself first, because New York is a one-party notification state, so it was perfectly legal for her to record that conversation. So I wanted to say I'm wrong and correct that for everybody.
Oh, look at that. Look at
Checking out the Google machine. Has New York ever had a win yet?
In cannabis?
It's a big L, right?
Just the trap.
Define win.
The trap stays winning out there.
I would say
the trap is winning for sure
right now.
I mean, this sounds just more like what we see in New York on a grander scale, as far as like a vindictive government targeting different people and going after their political enemies.
I'd say that's all government, Jason. I wouldn't say just New York.
Just saying.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Rico. And I think, this is interesting. I don't ever encourage Jennies to snitch, but I will also say that I do understand that, she was trying to protect her business. I just don't think you have to attack other people's business practices to protect your own. Maybe make better at-home edibles. Maybe, everything that starts at a kitchen table isn't the best in cannabis, but who knows?
Right.
I actually am not mad at this guy. I don't know. I'm not. I get it. It's corrupt, but I'm not mad at him. I'm like, oh God, it's really tough because I want to side with my fellow Jenny, but I can't here, sis. What the hell are you doing, Snitcherella?
Yeah, I understand she's trying to run her legal business and everything, and I also understand he's trying to make sure people can feed their families when they had 2-year-old flower that was just sitting there and they had no product to sell at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, game's all fucked up. It was all fucked up. I just don't think.
Maybe Jenny should have busted a cold show up at Hall of Flowers, because there were a ton of New York distros represented this year.
Allegedly.
They posted about it on the internet. That's how we know. Allegedly.
New York needs to just start over again. Right? I mean, everything they've done failed.
That's true.
Literally.
That is true.
Throw the whole industry away.
It's just failed.
What would that look like, Todd?
What
would that look like if they started over?
No, who knows what it would look like.
And
it would be a mess. First of all, they should get some industry professionals, on the commission. Oh, that would be a good start. Create rules based on the good rules that are, operating now around the country.
And so this guy is resigning, right?
Yeah, he's resigning in November, like right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
I want to know which New York company is about to hire this man, because shout out to you, good sir.
Right.
I think he's resigning because there's some shady shit that's going to come out. Yeah,
this fucking phone call, but he was actually being a real one.
He could have resigned when this shady shit came out on him right here, but he didn't.
He's admitting that he's not doing his job, and he's not actually going to try to shut down people that are selling product that shouldn't be sold in the New York market, because he understands that trap or die, dog, and they were going to die. So I get it.
And he's a third-generation cultivator, just like Yarrow. So, maybe he's gonna get back to his own business. I don't know, but probably.
This is what happens when we do have operators at the top regulating. They're like,
this is what I said. Like, if you are a man or a woman of the people, when you get to a certain level, you gotta play by the rules, man. You gonna get caught like this guy did. So. I don't know. Good luck to him.
Good morning, Yarrow.
Morning.
So nice of you to finally join us, Yarrow.
How does my lighting look? Because I can't get any of my lights to turn on.
That's all production questions. If you want to ask those questions, Yarrow, you can get in here earlier.
Oh boy, you look wonderful, Yarrow. Jason's on one.
You just have to take a peek at the top of the tree, and the sun will light in, shine in there.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna be right back.